the media likes division because it makes headlines. They can pit black versus white. They can stop Asian hate. You know, I'm not saying that these things aren't like actually prevalent, but they like these things versus when two people come together,
Yes.
and have a partnership and have a friendship,
Yes.
and a kinship. That doesn't get them clicks. That doesn't get them views. That doesn't make them money.
That's right.
Get up, get out of bed, and get going.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna fly, take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free.
Prelim, everything. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm dealing with the weather.
Yeah?
This morning, last night, I decided to hell with leaving my truck out.
Yeah.
Because I don't have an ice scraper. I got to buy a new one. So I parked under the big event like awning over here next to my building, which is no parking zone now. So I went over there and parked anyways. Just woke up at 5:15, went and moved it. Bada bing, bada boom, and that way I don't have ice on my windshield.
Hey, there you go. As long as you don't say what type of truck you got, you can't get a ticket either.
I'm for sure the reason they have that no parking sign down there now.
Oh,
though.
you've been parking over there?
I would park down there I would park down there pretty much every night, and then I'd be gone in the morning, so, you know, I'd never mess anything up. But on Saturday mornings, and then sometimes on Sundays, or on Saturday mornings during the summer, they have the farmer's market. And on Sundays, they sometimes have events. And on Saturday mornings, they start the farmer's market at like 7:30. So I don't leave to work till like 7:45. Well, I get to, I'm out there, and then my truck is out in the middle of the farmer's market, so I would have to not park there on Friday nights. And then I'd do it on Saturdays and forget, and then sleep in. And then every now and then they'd have an event there, and then they eventually was like, all right, no more.
No more parking, man. You ruined it for everybody's
ruin it
parking
for
in Austin.
everybody.
I mean, you know, they just want to get vegetables. That's it. You know, we want to have an event every now and then, and they got over here parking, bro. Can't, hey, boy, mess up everything. And don't be parking over there no more, bro.
Listen, for storms, I do. For big storms like hailstorms and for snow, I'm going to.
All right. That's on you now.
That's on me. That is on me. Guess what? I'm not paying for covered parking down there anymore.
Just don't be stealing the vegetables and nothing like that, trying to eat healthy. You said you was going to try to eat healthy and stuff, so don't take the vegetables, man.
Speaking of, I think I'm going to be matched up for March 25th.
Think so?
Husky Fat Promotion, same promotion I fought for last time.
Okay. All right.
Sent my information in yesterday.
All right. So let me ask you, you know, so you said March when?
March 25th.
March 25th. So how can they tune in to and watch the fight if you were to fight, or how can they keep up with you up until the fight?
There will be a pay-per-view link.
Okay.
They'll post it probably a few days before the event again.
Okay.
They try to wait to post the pay-per-view link because they want as many people as possible to buy tickets because they make more off tickets, I'm sure, pay-per-view. So, yeah, they're going to post the pay-per-view link.
Okay. And do you know who you're fighting?
No.
No, not yet.
They haven't even offered me a match yet.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna be getting a matchup.
Okay. All right. Well, good, man. Well, good. That's good. You got your mindset right, and
I do.
you know, looks like you're moving in the right direction as far as, you know, working out and getting back in the gym. So
I did think I officially started back in the gym yesterday. I went back to class. I was gonna take another week off for my knee, but it's feeling, I'd say, over 90% there. So my coach messaged me and said, "How do you feel about March 25th for Husky Fat?" For Husky Fat, I said, I thought about it for a minute, kind of moved around, put some pressure on my knee to see where it was at.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm good. I said, I'm in.
Yeah.
So I decided to go to class last night. We got some pad holding in, and then got some sparring rounds.
Okay,
I got
well,
my first
good.
kickboxing rounds in a while, so
So that's basically 2 months until the fight. So 2 months is enough preparation time, you
that's
think?
a full training camp.
Okay,
On the last fight, I took it on like 2 weeks' notice.
okay.
So
So good. You got more time to be mentally prepared and physically prepared. And so what from your first fight to your second fight, what would you change different?
what am I going to do differently? A lot of things. One, I'm going to throw my kicks more.
Yeah.
I got discouraged from throwing my kicks after that first head kick that I threw and hurt my knee. But I'm going to throw some more body kicks because I kick really hard. And then I'm going to work on my defense, which is what I've been doing. I've actually been experimenting with the Philly shell. So just against orthodox, you can't do it against southpaw. But I've been watching a lot of Floyd Mayweather, a lot of Bobby Green. He does it in MMA. There's a couple guys that do a little bit of it in kickboxing. So just to work on picking my shots better and then, not leaving my head out there as much. I'm going to be much more technical. I'm going to ride off my jab, which I have a very good jab, but I did not use it at all, which I didn't use it in the smoker fight that I had, and I didn't use it in the kickboxing fight that I had, the amateur fight. So that's something that I definitely need to use because I've had one of our guys in there. He's like 7-2. He told me that I might have the fastest jab in the entire gym. So
Good.
I definitely need to use that. I'm not super long, but I'm fast
Yeah, good.
and put my combinations together and wear them down.
Yeah, good. And you speak about the weather, man. That was a 15 car pile up near Marietta yesterday. So
Took Sleepy 6 hours to get home.
Yeah. One of our salesmen, Vincent Purvey, he left to go from Ardmore to Frisco, and it took him 6 hours to get there just because of the accident. So hopefully everybody was safe in that accident. No fatalities and no major injuries in that accident. So everybody be safe out there. I think that we're going to get some more up until tomorrow. I think. Then Thursday and Friday is supposed to clear up. So
Yeah, the roads, once it got dark last night, they were kind of bad last night. Driving, even just right here. Like driving home from the gym, I was sliding around.
yeah. The city streets are a little bit worse. I was coming from the YMCA, and a little bit worse, but the major streets are moving pretty good. So again, everybody be safe out there. It's wintertime.
You just put it in 4 auto, don't you?
Yep, 4 auto and just roll on, man. 4 auto or 4 high.
I do miss my 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, 4 high, and I just get going, man.
4 high.
So yep,
That's what I did
roll
last
on.
year in my Ram, but I don't have 4-wheel drive in my Ford now.
Yeah, that was a good thing coming out of my Dodge Charger, man. Get into the truck, the 4-wheel drive. So anybody need a ride today? I got you. It's only gonna be $5 now, $5.50.
You send us some current events. So let's take a look at these real quick. Actually, let's do some sports recap real quick, and then we'll do the current events. Lakers lost to the Nets. Great.
Man, who'd you tell me your NBA team was?
I just like LeBron.
Okay, you a LeBron fan.
Yeah, it's just like the NFL. I've never really had a full team, so I just kind of follow the players that I like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like LeBron. It looks like he didn't play last night. So AD didn't play either. So I had Kyrie Irving over 30.5 points, and he got me 26. So
Oh, yeah.
I hate that.
121 to 104, huh?
Yeah, that was a blowout. But LeBron or AD didn't play. So you had the Magic beat the Sixers, Kings beat the Timberwolves, Warriors beat the Thunder, Pistons beat the Mavericks, Raptors beat the Suns, Hawks beat the Trailblazers.
Hawks and Trailblazers was a good game, looks like. 125 to 129. So there's a lot of good games.
The 49ers absolutely got destroyed by the
Yeah,
Eagles.
man, they got killed. I got a lot of Philadelphia Eagle fans. So friends of mine. Hey, big ups to y'all. Big ups to Philly. I don't like Philadelphia, but big ups to y'all. Dallas Cowboys all the way. But hey, Philly played a good game, man. So I'm happy. I'm happy to see them beat the 49ers because obviously we got beat by them.
You can say what you want
So-
about the 49ers getting injured, in which they got the shortest luck you can get on the straw.
Yeah.
Their starting quarterback went out. Their fifth-string quarterback went out.
Yes.
And then Christian McCaffrey was playing quarterback. Mm-hmm. But that being said, the Eagles did what they needed to do.
Yes.
It's just like in boxing or kickboxing, whatever, fighting. You go against an opponent that is not very good, and you're supposed to walk over them.
Yeah.
You walk over them. So you can't take away from somebody who did what they're supposed to do.
No, not at all.
Like the Eagles, they are they're rolling right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't take away from the Eagles. The Eagles been rolling all year long. On both sides of the ball. On all sides of the ball, they've been rolling all year long, and it shows right now. That's the reason they're in the championship game right now. And I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see Philly get in there and Jalen Hurts get in there too.
boy,
been playing. Yeah, Oklahoma, man. So been
finally
playing a lot of
an OU
ball.
quarterback doing
That's
good.
right. That's exactly right, man. So what do you think about the Chiefs and the Bengals? That was a good game, 23-20. So
23-20.
Yeah, the Chiefs came up with a win with a field goal again this year. So they know how to win.
That 3rd and 9 call, I heard that when they called the repeat 3rd down. I don't know. I didn't know. I wasn't paying that much attention, so I didn't know what the call was actually on. Brendan told me it was because the stadium was too loud.
The crowd noise was too loud.
I think that's a little whack.
Yeah, that is a little whack.
But the penalty, the unnecessary roughness. I mean, you can't be mad at the ref on that. I mean, that's an unnecessary roughness call.
No, not at all. Yeah, I mean that's all the way unnecessary roughness call on that. When they stopped the play, I don't understand it whatsoever. They couldn't hear the ref running onto the field. It showed him kind of in the background, about 15 yards out, running onto the field, blowing the whistle. But they said the crowd was too loud, so I don't really get that one.
They used to do that in NFL games, but they stopped.
Yeah.
So that's part of being the home field advantage.
Yeah.
But normally you would want that for the opposing team.
Yeah.
You would want your crowd to be quiet. So maybe that's why people are saying that
the crowd.
The crowd.
Factor. It's going to be loud regardless. I mean, it's a playoff game and championship game, so it's going to be loud. So I don't think you can blame it on the crowd. So
I was always taught
really believe that.
You don't leave it in the hands of the refs. Obviously, when you're super high level like that, the games are going to be close.
Yeah.
Just like when LeBron and the Lakers played the Celtics, LeBron got fouled.
Yes.
I think he overreacted a little bit, but in my opinion, he was frustrated because he got fouled on a game-winning layup.
For sure, and it was a true foul too.
Yeah, it was a foul.
Yeah, but if you, one of my friends, he put on there, he said, but did he walk before that? He took like 3 steps before he got fouled. So you can look at it both ways. I think you can pick out the negatives in that replay. And I think it could go both ways on that. But that's what you get with high profile players and high profile teams, especially in the heat of the moment. It's going to be crucial. It ain't going to be just an easy win. So who you got in the Super Bowl? Who you taking in the Super Bowl?
Man,
Chiefs or Philly?
The way Philly's been playing, but you can't count Patrick Mahomes out.
Yeah.
I think I would bet with Patrick Mahomes. I want my OU boy to win.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can bet against Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, even though he's ailing a little bit on his ankle.
He still threw for 340 last week.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
What's he throw for 320?
Yeah, I think it helped him out a little bit. I mean, because he wasn't as mobile as he usually is, getting outside the pocket. So I think it probably maybe helped him out a little bit to sit back in the pocket a little bit and just kind of move left to right and get the ball out. So he did a phenomenal job.
The Eagles' defense is pretty damn good. So
yeah, you're right.
That could be a factor.
Yeah, that could be a major factor.
So there's two first in the Super Bowl. I don't know if you know them. First, the Kelsey brothers.
Yes.
First brothers to ever play in the Super Bowl.
Yes, first
Travis
brothers, man.
Kelce.
In different positions at that. That's really cool, man. You got an all-pro center, and then you have an all-pro tight end, which is really cool, really cool for the mom too, because she's going to be the first mom ever to have 2 sons play against each other in the major game, the Super Bowl. I mean, how cool is that? I
saw she had a jersey. It was like half Kelsey or half Jason and half Travis.
Yeah. I mean, how cool would that be, man? Just to be that mom. Yeah. I mean, you're the celebrity mom right now, not the players. That's just neat. Raise some good young men. You know what I mean? So
they seem like
proud.
They're good guys. I mean, have you ever watched their podcast?
I have. I haven't watched their podcast.
Watch clips?
Just watch clips of it. Yeah.
I've only watched clips, but they've got a great chemistry. They're both funny.
Absolutely. I was thinking about that, man, too. Just kind of curious of, how they grew up together. Were they brothers that argued and fought, or were they brothers that were super close and protective of each other? It's kind of neat. I want to go back and read that whole story on them. Just kind of, get some more information, details on that, because it's a wonderful story, man. So especially the way the world's turning right now and the way the world is, that's just love and affection, and makes you want to be at the game. So
it'd be a fun game to go to.
Yeah, it'd be a very, very fun game.
I think it'll be a competitive game.
It will for
really
sure. It will for sure. Both teams are very competitive, so I just want to see a good game, man. May the best man win.
So is Burrow and Mahomes the new Brady Manning?
I mean, that's kind of what it's looking like. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it's looking like. So, you know, it's kind of exactly what it's looking like. So what do you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
Now, I think I don't think it's going to be as one-sided on the championships. Looks like Patrick Mahomes has the chance to go up 2-0 on him.
Yeah.
But he's also a little bit older. But, man, just the way those two, like, every single game, their last 4 games, their last, was it 4 or 5 games they played? Yeah, Burrow's 4-1 or 3-1 against him or whatever. But every single game has been 3-point difference.
Yes.
So if the games are that close, for one, you know you're going to get an entertaining game.
Absolutely.
You know it's going to come down to the wire.
Absolutely.
And you know you're going to get a quarterback duel.
Yes, absolutely, man. I'm just super excited about sports in general, especially football, man. It's because, you know, you have a lot of young men, and I say young men, you got a lot of young men coming into the league that are so freaking good, man, that are playing at high levels of talent. And it's just exciting to see the league and see how it's growing. You know, back from when I was in high school in the 90s to the 2000s and, you know, 2023 now, it's just exciting because every young man from high school playing football or whatever sport they're playing, they're giving 100% to get to the next level. And when they get to that next level, it just keeps leveling up. So it's very, very exciting. And, you know, you talk about, you know, 2 young men, you know, Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, you know, will be the first 2 black young men to ever play the game on the field as 2 black quarterbacks.
Was the second one.
Absolutely, as 2 black quarterbacks. And so that is major key for our culture. That's major key for our race, but that's major key for the world itself to say that, you know what, it doesn't matter your color of your skin. It matters about your talent and how you portray yourself when you go out there on that field and what you are. You know, you just can't, those 2 guys just can't go out on the field and play. You know, they also have to be outstanding young men to be recognized properly. Today. So, you know, that's major, man. So big ups to you guys, man. Seriously, that's major.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. The fact that this is kind of crazy. It's 2023 now, and it's the first time we've ever had 2 black starting quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
In the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl. You know, we
Kinda
had some
wild.
quarterbacks, but they wasn't, you know, playing on the field or playing at the same time, make it in. So it's
Doug
just,
Williams was the first.
Yeah, Doug Williams and God, who else was it? It up, but yeah, it's just great, man. It's just wonderful. You know, you got 2 brothers, you got 2 black quarterbacks. You know, you got 2 teams that hadn't been there in a while. I mean, KC has, but you know, it's just good to see. It's good to see that, man, for NFL football all the way around. So
I was looking at the playoff roster. I think we might have talked about it actually this year, the playoff bracket, and it looked like it was from the 90s.
Yeah.
You had the Eagles, the Cowboys,
Yeah.
the 49ers.
yeah,
Okay, at least in the NFC.
Yeah.
And so you had the Eagles, Cowboys, 49ers. Who else? Giants.
and the Giants, yeah.
So it looked like it was a 90s roster. So it was kind of cool because for a while, all those teams have been completely out.
Out. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. So I can't wait. So what do you think about the Pro Bowl, man? Pro Bowl comes up before the Super Bowl. So
I never
or do
watch
you-
it. I like the skills challenges more than the actual Pro Bowl.
Yeah, me too. That's one of my favorite things, the skills challenge. You know,
Like I wanted to bring back the fastest man.
Yeah.
The biggest arm. So, and what else do they do? They throw the accuracy QB
accuracy,
thing.
yeah.
I like that one, but I really I want to see who's the fastest. But last year Tyreek got a bad start and didn't win, so that was Micah Parsons. I think won.
Yeah.
Like I want him to get the actual fastest people.
Yeah, fun day.
Yeah,
Yeah, very fun day.
because you could tell the guys have fun doing that.
Oh yeah, and some big boys that are fast. Yeah.
All right, you sent us some current events. Let's go ahead.
Good deal.
So Reba, she's opening a restaurant in Atoka, Oklahoma.
Man, it is open. Yeah, they had the grand opening yesterday.
Oh, really?
Which was really, really cool. They closed early at 6:30, I think, just because of the weather. But really, really, really awesome, man. You know, some Oklahoma history. You know, just it's just great to see small towns, you know, grow. Great to see small towns being invested in. Great to see small towns, you know, have that big Philly, you know, big city feeling. It's just great to see, how their community came together and, how their community's coming together just to, better their community. So I think it's awesome, man. Really do. You don't see, and there are celebrities out there I know that does it every day, goes back to their communities and goes back to their hometowns. And, a lot of times we just don't see that stuff. So, to actually see it firsthand and witness it firsthand from Reba McEntire and open up a restaurant in Atoka, that's huge, man. Really, really big. So very exciting.
She's from Atoka. So man, I didn't know that she was from Oklahoma. I didn't know that Matt Damon is from, or not Matt Damon, I think, is from McAllister.
Yeah, let me see.
Or Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's from McAllister.
Yes.
I didn't know that we had so many people from Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I was a little proud.
Yeah.
You got Chuck Norris from Oklahoma. You have
Carrie Underwood.
Blake Shelton, obviously.
Yes, man.
So that's awesome, man. Reba. I think it's called Reba's Place.
It is.
So, props to you, Reba. I'm gonna have to come try the food, but Atoka's a little over 2 hours from here, so it's not gonna be anytime soon.
Yeah. Well, if the food's worth it, it's worth the drive for me.
Yeah,
I mean, really, it's worth the drive, and I just want to see the venue too. Just to say that I did that, and I represented for Atoka and Reba, and I just enjoy celebrities giving back like that, man. Just putting back in where they came from, and just investing back in their communities. Sometimes it's needed, sometimes it's needed in more places, but for us all to start giving back, and I think again the world's changing, and it's becoming more positive, and it's becoming more aware that we all need each other to make this world go round. And I think opening up restaurants and opening up businesses like we talk, Austin, I think that's a major key. And I think that's what a lot of people wants to do now. And just go for it. Go for it. Whatever it may be that you're trying to do and open up as far as a business owner, go for it. I say just go for it. I mean, life's short. Get up in the morning, get going, and hey, let's go.
I think like you made a good point there. Is right now more than any time. Okay, maybe not more than any time, but as much as any time, in my opinion, I think everybody needs to come together.
Absolutely.
Because, what you see in the media, what's portrayed, the headlines, the media likes division.
Brad Pitt was from Shawnee, by the way.
Shawnee, sorry.
Yeah. Had to clarify that, Brad. we sorry, Brad. You're one of my favorite actors, man. So I wanted to get it right where you're from, Shawnee.
The media likes division because it makes headlines. They can pit black versus white. They can stop Asian hate. I'm not saying that these things aren't like actually prevalent, but they like these things versus when two people come together,
yes,
and have a partnership and have a friendship,
yes,
and a kinship. That doesn't get them clicks. That doesn't get them views. That doesn't make them money.
That's right.
And right now, I think a lot of media conglomerates are losing to smaller companies or smaller individuals, like podcasts, like individual TV shows and radio shows that are making more money and getting more views on. Like, I think the Late Show, I forgot the exact numbers, but it's like a lot of the late shows are getting 1/10 of the views that a lot of these podcasts are. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're dropping significantly. I think Jimmy Fallon's about to get fired because their views have gone down, which stinks a little bit because Jimmy Fallon seems like he's the only one that's not, always about politics. Like, you can't watch any mainstream TV show without getting into, some bladed politics.
Politics, right.
And when you watch that stuff, you want to laugh. You want to just, not have to worry about anything. You want to see interviews with celebrities. You want to see, music performances. You want to see stand-up comedians. You want to see those little skits they do.
Right.
But now, if you watch it, you're watching a political show.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are turned off by that, so they get to, watch people, like us and people who are, much, more advanced at this than we are, but be themselves.
Yes.
And not have a specific agenda versus what they truly believe.
Yes.
And, that's where I think, like I said, we need to come together. Obviously, you can say whatever you want, and it's easier said than done, but I think if people just put a lot of their differences aside and start working together and realize that you're trying to be divided, not necessarily by some, some underhanded organization or the Matrix, like Andrew Tate says. But just, I think big business, media, they want division because they can sell division. They can make more money off of it. So I think that is a big reason why we need to come together. Oh, and if you see me drinking out of 2 different cups, I've got water down here, coffee up here.
Hey, double cup.
I'm not doing anything fishy.
Hey, double cup over here. Hey, watching me. Over here sipping, y'all. Over there sipping. But, you know, I think you're absolutely right on that, Austin. I think before, you know, I used to look at media like, man, they're all negative, man. And I used to get mad at the media and I used to get mad at the news stations because they're putting out all this stuff, but I don't anymore is because that's their job. That's literally their job. That's what they're chasing, right? That's exactly what they're chasing. And so, no, they don't want to see that. And the ratings do go down for that. But I think as far as the world, the ratings may go down, but the world's going up. The ratings are going down, but the world's going up. And, you know, I care about the world moving up. You know, it's because, you know, we can change those ratings. Those ratings are fluctuated. You know, and you talked about, you know, podcasts versus, you know, the talk shows and stuff like that. Well, I was just thinking about that, man, a couple weeks ago. You know, maybe it was The Late Show with Jimmy Fallon. But it all started out as politics, talking about politics and skits on politics. Well, it gets so real, right? It gets so real. I'm thinking I'm watching the news and I'm not really paying attention yet. You know, I flip it, you know, it's on 12. And I'm thinking I'm watching the news. I'm like, okay. And then it becomes a talk show. So I think right there, capturing that audience is a major key. But you talk about, you know, going from podcasts to talk shows. I just looked it up. You know, as of 2022, according to the Infinite Dial, 62% of Americans will have listened to a podcast ever in their lives. This is an estimated 177 million Americans and an increase from 57% of the percentage in 2021. So
in 1 year,
it's
gone up 10%, 30 million.
Yeah, 1 year it's went up 10%.
In 5 years, what do you think it's going to be?
Man, it's going to be major.
Traditional media is just, it's losing because they've been so partisan. They've been so, you know, one-sided on either way, right? So you got the left and the right, but they've been so divided and so clickbaity, and, you know, they have to grab your attention, honestly, because they kind of have to. Now they've dug themselves in that hole versus just some of them, you know, sticking to their guns and being genuine in reporting the news.
Yes.
So you can't trust them anymore.
Yes.
And, you know, that's the issue, is you just can't trust them. Like, if you watch the news, you don't know what the hell is going to be true and what's not. You watch Fox News, a lot of the time it's going to be completely right-wing, or like completely right-wing, and you're not going to get any alternate views on the left.
Yes.
Right? Or even the moderate left, far left, whatever. Same thing on the left. If you watch CNN or whatever, CNBC, you're not going to get any views on the right that might explain a couple things over here. So that's why I think in, you know, small town or small like states like this, in a little like a urban scenario, like an urban city like Ardmore, you get people in the professional industries like we are who actually have a grasp and understanding that, okay, it's kind of important to look at it from both sides and, you know, discern what's important and what you think, your personal opinion, what is true and what's not, versus just what the news tells you and what, you know, social media tells you from the clicks, because social media does it now too. I think that's why podcast has blown up so much, is because social media does the same thing as media now. Like if you go on YouTube, and that's one thing that I kind of stopped doing the big clickbaity thumbnails on our YouTube videos, because I don't want to have to sit there and do that for every single one. Yeah, I'll put a creative thumbnail, but I don't want us to be built on the YouTube algorithm of clickbait.
You're right.
And draw somebody in on a title that isn't necessarily pertaining. I love the way Joe Rogan does it. There's a lot of other podcasts that do it. Your Mom's House, it's a comedy podcast with Tom Segura and Christina Pazsitzky. They're husband and wife, but a lot of ones do it. They just, like, if they have a guest on, it'll say like JRE number 1302 with Bo Waddell. And you know what you're getting, but you don't have to worry about, oh, I'm clicking on this clip because this is what, you know, the clip tells me. But you go into an hour video and you don't know where the hell that little excerpt is That's why they have short clips. That's why they have short form. That's why there's TikTok if you do want to see short clips. So I don't want to play that game of, all right, let's just try to get as many clicks on one video as possible. I understand that's how you get a lot of views, but I want to build a base long term. And that's how Joe Rogan did it. That's how a lot of these podcasts did it. They just did it the authentic way in building their brand, building their media.
I think that's the only way to do it. I mean, be authentic and build that brand that way. So, like you said, different opinions and different views on different stations and different news stations and different platforms of social media. I think that you got to, really dive into it. You really got to get your own opinion. A lot of things that I see, especially like on the news, I'll research and find some history about it so that I can have a better understanding exactly what's going on, or a better understanding what the news stations and the anchors are actually telling me. Sometimes I think, things are told, details are told to lead to the big story sometimes. And that big story sometimes I don't think is very important as the details in the story. Exactly. I just like to research everything. I really kind of stopped watching the news is because, like you said, man, I wasn't sure what was true, what isn't true. And you have all these forms in different fashions. So I may just take a topic out of the news and just research that topic for a little bit. So I can have some understanding, find out all the details within it, because I don't like commenting or talking about something that I have nothing, that I don't know any information about. I'll listen, and I may comment here and there, but I want to find the fine details, especially about life events, current events, everyday life, podcasts and things that we have going on. I want more details to find out about it. So,
and we're such, visceral gut reaction, like humans, we have that emotional side to us. So if we see someone, getting wronged in the news, we want to jump on that one side, and we want to, take up for them. But like you said, a lot of the time that's good. But sometimes you need to sit back and listen to the facts so you can make your own judgment. That's why if I ever do listen to the media, I'll wait until I see 2 clips of opposing sides.
Absolutely.
And then I can listen to both.
Yeah.
So instead of just jumping in, getting one very, very one-sided stance on it, and then, forgetting to watch another, I'll make sure that I see both.
Yes.
And I wanted to touch on something because I don't want to talk about politics too much, but I think that is important to discuss every now and then. Even if we do this for 5 years and then we never grow an audience, it's still something that we're going to enjoy.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
sit here talking to each other, and
Absolutely.
and just, it motivates us.
Absolutely.
And it helps me get up. It gives me something more to do.
Absolutely.
And helps me build positive habits.
Absolutely.
To work towards something that I want. And then I know you enjoy coming on here too. And
Absolutely, I do.
It's going to help you with your outreach and building connections in the community.
For sure it is.
But even if we never grow it, we're still going to be genuine. We're still going to, enjoy talking to the people, interviewing the people. And if it's just a local thing, then we get to try to spotlight some of these local businesses. We get to, spotlight a few of those things. Like when I post the interview with Andre, I'm going to put Gabby's location on there. I'm going to, try to plug that in. And, I want to make a difference. I want to be genuine, and I want to build it the right way if, we do get to build it. So that's my thought on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Austin, you said it, and I try to touch on it or say it, and I try to say it in the beginning. This isn't. We didn't start this as far as a money making gig, right? Mm-hmm. Let me just put it out there like that. We didn't start it as a money making gig. This is something that we wanted to do, within ourselves, and we said, if it takes us to that level of financially, then we'll be there, right? But Again, folks, we're not doing it to raise money or start a business. We're doing it to outreach to each other. We're doing it to outreach to our community, and we're just sharing with folks that you got to come together. Black and white, you have to come together to make it through this world. And sitting here for me, it's mentorship for Austin and vice versa. I think, and we're able to touch each other and touch each other's lives, but we're actually able to just share to the world these current events, how to become a business owner, whatever we're talking about, we're just sharing it with the world and giving you an avenue and a resource to where, you know, you have two young cats here that just wants to make a difference in our world, and that's what we're here for. But, you know, we will be blessed in our podcast. We will, you know, take it to new levels and take it to new heights. It's because we put our feet down on a foundation that is built just for goodness and not built for greed.
He said it's we didn't start this for financial reasons. You're damn right. I'm not gonna say how much, but I'm several $1,000s in the hole with this damn thing, with all this equipment. So it's not about money. It's about getting to do something you enjoy. And I've been wanting to do this for several years. I finally started getting, making the money to be able to do it and do it the way I want. Because I don't want to do. I know, this is probably not the greatest, quality to have, but I'm not the greatest at just starting something and then completely building it from the ground up. I want to have some tools to, whether that's for the better or worse, I want to have some tools to work with and to make decent quality. So that's why, I've got a decently expensive camera. I've got a $2,000 laptop. I bought these lights that are almost $200 each. I've got, a bunch of equipment, that adds up to a decent change of money that, my mom was not happy that I bought, but it's my money. So, but yeah, I didn't start this for financial gain. If it comes to that, that's great. But like just getting to interview Andre, something like that, and learning from somebody who's been in the game for this long and learned so many things along the way, just getting those nuggets from someone like him and then from everyone that we're going to be able to interview, like that's like a classroom. That's like taking a college course, but that's like a life course that matters more.
Absolutely.
And instead of just getting to talk to one millionaire at the business, getting to talk to, several hundred thousandaires in the dealership, I get to talk to, as many of them as we can find that are willing to, use the platform. So that's what it's about, is the personal journey and just getting to talk to those people.
Absolutely. I get two things out of it. As a kid growing up, I was very quiet, very, very timid. You can ask all my friends and people who know me. And so I said, one of the things that I want to do is I want to become more outgoing. And so I started being on Facebook a lot and making videos. Guys, y'all know me. Anybody that knows Bo knows I'm going to make about 10 videos a day, and I'm going to post them. I promise I am. I just enjoy it. I like doing it, man. And I told my wife I probably should have been an actor, because now I enjoy being in front of the camera. I enjoy talking to people in front of the camera and enjoy making videos and stuff like that. So I get two things out of it. I get to do what I enjoy for fun, right? Social media, making videos and clowning around. And then I also gain knowledge. And that is very important to me, to be knowledgeable about everything. My name is Bo Knows. I don't know everything, but I know a little about something, right? And so for me, it's a great thing, man. You be able to come on camera, have fun, laugh, but also gain knowledge and give a little knowledge at the same time. So Loosely Business, we're here to stay.
Bo knows.
We're here to stay. Loosely Business. Hey, tune in. Austin, tell them how they can reach us, man. Loosely Business.
You can go to our Instagram. It's Loosely Business. Let me see. Our Instagram's The Loosely Business, and TikTok is Loosely Business. Or you can reach us at looselybusiness@gmail.com. Eventually when we get bigger, that's going to change. So we're going to have a private email so that we're not flooded with stuff. But for now, if you have any topics that you're requesting, you can reach us at looselybusiness@gmail.com.
Okay, so they can hit us on Gmail. You can hit us on Instagram, YouTube. Even check us out on Facebook. So I've been putting it on Facebook. So guys, go in there and check it out, and then leave some comments, add some comments, some posts. Give us some feedback and let us know what we could do different, or if there's anything that you would like us to add.
And that's a good point. Once we get to 20 episodes, I'm going to strip the audio from everything and all the episodes, and then I'm going to release them on all the audio platforms. I just wanted to wait until we had some plenty of episodes to show. So first, I want to start with this.
Yeah, curse.
Did you see this at all? The Ed Reed situation?
I did not.
With Bethune-Cookman. So he started at Bethune-Cookman, which is an HBCU, right?
Right.
Well, he got the head coaching job, but there was no contract, and the college was making all these posts and saying this and that and talking about how happy they were to have him. And then I think he did an interview with somebody. He was like, no, I can still leave. There's no contract. Well, he went in and he was trying to get them to make upgrades to like the facilities and the campus, I think. I don't know the specifics of it. I probably should have researched more, but I just listened to Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless talk about it a little bit because, they do have opposing points of view.
Right, yeah, for sure.
That's why I like them. Yeah. But, so it sounds like he went in trying to make a difference, a lot like Deion did, and then they refused to. Like, they, were not willing to upgrade a lot. And they had college, like the student athletes out there picking up trash was like part of the college, and so they were spending hours out there picking up trash versus school and then sports, which is what they're supposed to be doing. They're student athletes; they already have enough hours occupied.
Yes,
having communities or doing community service is a good thing. Yeah. However, it sounds like it was pretty excessive. So he got very unhappy, and they decided to pull his contract because of the stuff he was trying to implement. He made too many waves. So this is his reaction to it.
Yeah, I curse. And y'all done heard curse words before. And they got parents in here. You know I don't want to leave. And like I told you, I want all these recruits. But they got some corrupt people in this world, some evil people that don't care about kids like I do. So I want y'all to hear the truth from me. I ain't withdrawing my name. I got the receipts. They got
he's telling the
all
truth
kinds of
look how
stuff
passionate
going on
he is.
around here. Hoarding these buildings with nothing but trash in them. You understand me? And Deion was right. And I know I'm right.
Deion was right.
And they got some people in here who be snitching to their ass. And I work amongst Judas as Jesus walked with him. And I ain't have a problem with it. Because even Jesus prevailed. Sir. And what God got for you, no man can take. Yeah, Kurt.
So, I don't know if you're familiar with the Deion Sanders, Jackson State thing.
Oh, yeah.
He went to a lot of like black celebrities and tried to get them to endorse and donate to the school so he could stay there and build. Like I said, I know people that know Deion. I'm not super connected with him anymore, but I know that he did reach out, and he said it too. There's people that have said they've been talking about it. He tried to build them up so he could stay at Jackson State and make the HBCUs more prevalent on the national scale, and a lot of them refused to. Like a lot of entertainers, athletes, and so whenever the school started or kept on with a lot of the shenanigans that they were going on with, Deion decided to leave. And then you can see that all kind of encompassed, at the end, whenever on the very last game, whenever they were playing that song, that if you want to leave.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought it was kind of funny, but it was kind of classless. But, after everything he did for him, I it's kind of mixed feelings. I like comedy. I like jokes. But, you still got to have some respect for the man who came in there, put you guys on the map. And then, for them to do that to Ed Reed, I thought it was kind of shady just because he was trying to help.
It's very shady to me. Again, Austin, people need to start looking from both sides of the ball, right? You got to look from both sides, and you got to look at both views of what the situation is. There's a right and there's a wrong way, but I don't think if you don't look at both scenarios of why it's happening, what's being done, you really can't judge it because we're so quick to judge on the negative. We're so quick to judge on the negative. This person's being done this way. This school is being done this way. This is this is that. There's reasons behind everything. And I think, you just really got to jump in and look at both sides of it. But I'm a firm believer if someone is trying to invest, someone is trying to make a difference, someone is trying to make something better, you got to go with it. You got to go with it. Here's something that I always say, and I tell clients this all the time. You want to upgrade your life. You don't want to go backwards. You don't want to be the same. You want to upgrade your life. You know, how will you ever know what's better for you? How will you ever know what you really love? How will you ever know this is the number one school that I want to go to? Who wants to go to a school with rundown equipment? Who wants to go to a place with rundown stuff? It's like going to a restaurant, right? I would rather go into the mom and pop shops, right? Because I know it's going to be more home feeling. It's going to be more family oriented than going to a big city restaurant where the service sucks. The food sucks, but it's nice. And so I think that you got to look at both sides of the ball again. I think that you have to. We got to stop, you know, and I don't know what it is, and I've been trying to figure it out. I don't know if people just like seeing people do bad. You know, it's because every time somebody's trying to do something better and do something different, there's always a break somewhere. Somebody's always pumping on the brakes. And I'm like, don't you want it to be better? Don't you want to upgrade it? Don't you want to get some different results? Don't you want to have some different people here? Don't you want this place to be diverse? And so that's how I look at it. And the ones that are turning the products down, the ones that are turning the change down, I think you got to really look yourself in the mirror. I mean, do you want change or do you want everything to remain the same? And I think we can't remain the same.
I think so many people want the status quo because
Absolutely.
they're in a comfortable zone, and you know they're so scared that if they make any changes, then it's going to cut into their bottom dollar. It's going to cut into their margins.
There you go.
And people are just so fear-based that when you have two NFL Hall of Famers trying to help you, you know, I'm just going to use this specifically for the example, but, you know, you think Ed Reed is going to personally benefit, like other than, you know, getting the satisfaction of helping those kids? You think he's going to benefit from getting Bethune-Cookman and developing their school into a powerhouse? No. I mean, yeah, he might, his coaching stock might, but he's got plenty of money. I guarantee you they're not paying him enough money to make too much of a difference in his bank account. Mm-hmm. So, like you said, when you have someone who's willing to invest their time and then even their money and, you know, their resources, and you don't take that seriously and you let your fear take over, that is whack to me. Yeah. Just like Deion, when he's getting people to, you know, wanting people to invest, and, you know, he's trying to develop these people and these young men. You know, he even said he doesn't want to coach the NFL because they make too much money. He wants to make a difference in young men's lives, and that's the way he's always been. So, looking at it in that perspective, you know, you have to take advantage of people who want to upgrade their life. You said people always have to upgrade their life, or always want to upgrade their life. Well, or upgrade in life. He's trying to upgrade other people. He's trying to upgrade others. Yeah, it helps Deion's coaching stock, but ultimately, when you have I don't know Ed Reed, I know Deion. When you have good men like that, you know, you better appreciate their effort. Otherwise, they're going to take that effort somewhere else. Good men and good people, too, will not stay where they're unappreciated for too long.
Yeah,
because it becomes exhausting, and it becomes, you know, just ridiculously tiring.
Yeah, there's no reason for them.
There's no reason.
Yeah, they can't find that reason for them. And, you know, you said it perfectly. You know, we want the status quo. We want the status quo, but we don't want to do everything to get the status quo. You know, we want to sit back and look and say, hey, well, they did this or they did that, or, you know, I don't have this or I don't have that. And that's where that negativity sits in. Instead of saying, you know what, no, these people are out here trying to help me. They're trying to help me get to success. They're trying to help me be who I am. And that's the reason I think it's so important to surround yourself with people that are helping you grow. Not people that are the same as you, not people that are doing less than you, not people that is not telling you something that's valuable to you. Like, look yourself in the mirror. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, Bo. You're not, right? And so, you know, if you want that status quo, go out there and help somebody get it, right? You know, and the status quo for Ed Reed is, you know what, to help other people. That's the status quo for him, because guess what? When he's helping other people, he's helping 30, 40, 50 young men. Guess what? That's helping his life. That's making him feel sincere. That's making him feel good about himself. And when he can feel good about himself, now he can go out here and help other people with his ideas. And I think you got to look at it like that versus, you know, you're not on the top, you're not the leader, and you're not the person with the idea. You know, sit back and just take the ideal and run with it. If they gave you the idea, just take it and run with it. You don't have to be the king, or you don't have to be the ruler, or you don't have to be the one that sets all the boundaries.
I mean, if you can work as a collective, you're gonna go farther.
Absolutely, you are.
You can go faster by yourself, but you can go longer together.
Absolutely, you can.
So, I mean, I think that Dion truly understands it. I don't know Ed, but it seems like he understands that. And, you know, like you said, a lot of people, you would rather go to a small town, like a mom and pop restaurant.
Absolutely.
It's got great service, great food.
Absolutely.
And you know what you're getting.
That's right.
Versus a giant restaurant where you don't know if the service is going to be good. The food might or might not be good. It might just be really expensive and really popular because it's very large.
Yes.
And it's very fancy.
Yes.
So you don't know what kind of experience you're going to get. You're going to pay triple the money.
That's right.
So why can't you use that analogy to college football?
That's
Obviously, Dion got what's his name? Who was the wide receiver and cornerback that he flipped? He flipped the number one recruit in the nation last year to Jackson State. I'll think of the name later. But anyways, you can get talent to come to smaller organizations if they know they're going to make a difference. They know they're still going to be, you know, somewhat in the spotlight, and they're going to be treated fairly. They're going to be treated with respect. They're going to be treated great, and they're going to be able to, you know, you don't even have to have the same equipment, the same, you know, organizational. What am I looking for here? Like weight room amenities. You don't have to have the same amenities as like a Colorado or an Alabama or, you know, an Oregon. You don't have to have the same jerseys, but if it's reasonable enough, and that's all they're trying to do, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but that's all they're trying to do is get it reasonable enough that they can go sell it to get higher tier recruits to come, right, and not have to have the college have the recruits say, "Oh man, why are the players out there on a Saturday or on a Friday cleaning trash for 2 hours when they should be studying and getting ready for the game?" That is something, you know, that's I can't get over that when you have two men that are trying to make a difference like that and you just completely wash them down the drain.
Yeah.
And treat them like garbage.
Yeah. Because it ain't that.
That bothers me.
Yeah. It ain't that person's idea, or it ain't that person's game plan or vision. You know, for that school, or vision for, you know, what someone wants to do. And I think that's the part right there. You got to check yourself.
Okay. I got a couple less serious ones that I want to just kind of mess around. Oh, we talked about this earlier, so I wanted to play this.
The reasons that humans are on top is because animals are racist. And I think that we need to keep it that way. The more diversified we become, the higher we can go. But if like animals ever like worked together, it's a wrap. Like, what you really gonna do if a motherfucking bear and a hippo show up on some tag team shit? What? Like, if I saw like an octopus just charging at me, riding a lion, just hucking electric eels at me, that's weird. You know what I mean? Hawks, pigeons, and seagulls could fuck up life for everybody on the planet if they worked together. Like, what would you do if you saw a badger riding a goose, hucking snakes?
I can't.
In the tub and you make the water all go to one side? Tidal wave. California, gone. What if ants and mosquitoes teamed up? What if beavers started diverting water so crocodiles could get closer to us? It's a good thing animals are racist. They rule the world. The reasons...
Hey, thank God, bro. Thank God.
What are you gonna do with a gorilla and a black bear? Yeah. Hey, he's right though.
I mean, what you gonna do?
Nothing.
I mean, ain't nothing you can do, man.
Nothing.
Ain't nothing you can do, you know? So look at the world that way. I like it, man. I like this guy. Who was it, Nathan? Nathan Hurd.
Yeah.
I like Nathan
He's a
Hurd,
comedian.
man. Yeah, I like Nathan Hurd. But what will you do?
Nothing.
I mean, ain't nothing you can do.
It's all Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and those are just the apes.
That's just the apes, man. Ain't nothing you can do. So
We're lucky they want to keep to themselves.
yeah. So come together.
You ever thought about how helpless we are as humans without, you know, guns, without anything like that? Even with the guns, like if you just had 1,000 gorillas and bears just try to attack a city, you know how much havoc they're gonna cause?
A lot of havoc, bro. We're done. It's
done.
a wrap.
Rap.
It's a wrap, man. We couldn't even stand it.
No.
You know, we couldn't even stand it. That's kind of how the world's separated right now. You know, we got gorillas and lions and all
I
these
can't make
animals
this
coming
shit
at
up,
us.
man.
And you know, on the flip side, we got the world trying to, you know, protect it.
So We haven't talked about Antonio Brown or any of his shenanigans, but apparently he just came out with rap, with a new rap. It's a freestyle, so I wanted you to react to it and tell me what your thoughts are.
I can't make this shit up, man.
Hi, me, I'm getting fafa, no Google Gaga, Omega Safa, getting all the spinach, call it papa. Numbers going up, they saying ha ha. Got her dancing on the toe, do the cha cha. Hear the callers later, say baba. Voila.
I can't make.
I'm reacting right now. I'm reacting right now.
Some fire, right?
Yeah, it's fire. Let it burn. Let it burn, man. Bro.
That man is.
Man.
I don't know.
Bro, stick to football, man. Just stick to football. Just stick to football. I tried to rap too one time. Y'all see me rapping right now, man. Hey, Antonio, man, stick to football, man.
You tried to rap?
Yeah, I tried to rap. I tried to rap, man.
I guarantee you were better than that.
Man, I was. And that's my own opinion.
Listen, Antonio Brown is so bad at rapping that he made a rap song.
Oh, my
It
God.
was terribly received. And then Logan Paul came out with a diss track on him, and Logan Paul's rap was better. And Logan Paul can't rap for shit.
Man, listen here, man. I ain't putting this stuff on, man. Nothing. I ain't putting this stuff on no platforms, man, if I'm rapping like that.
No.
Didn't you record yourself?
Yeah, he did.
It's funny, man, because it's Antonio Brown. So hey, don't put nothing past it.
He's a comedy show now.
Yeah, man. Don't put nothing
No, you
past it.
can't take him serious anymore.
Yeah, don't put nothing past it. Hey, views probably going up too. Ratings probably going up too.
I don't know if he's just trying to stay relevant within media or if he's just that crazy.
Yeah, I think I don't know, man. I think I don't know. I think it's, man, I don't know. I think it's part of his, I think it's part of his game plan. I mean, really, because he's been in the media for so long, man. Like, let me just stay in the media. Let me do some crazy shit, and let me just stay in the media, you know. And some people are get fuel from that. Some people are fed that way.
I disagree. I don't think he has a game plan. I think he's full of shit.
That too.
I think he's full of shit.
That too. But
all right.
Every time his name's said, he can make $1. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah. This young man saw the camera and decided he was Steph. This is my time.
Didn't make it, man.
This is Brucey's time to shine.
Didn't make it. So that's what happened, man. You get them phones. You start taking a picture of them.
He's got
Yeah, man.
full court.
They had messed him up. See? Your mom should have turned the camera off, man. Let him go out there and hoop.
She should have.
Yeah.
She should have.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever watched this guy. His name's E the Goat. He does a lot of food reactions, like because they're really funny because people make ridiculous food on TikTok and it looks disgusting.
Y'all, I've been sanding down my tires so my car will ride smoother.
Yeah, you must be trying to ride smooth into heaven, brother. Because I don't even know why.
Y'all, I've been sanding down my tires so my car will ride smoother.
Yeah, you must be trying to ride smooth into heaven, brother. Because I don't even know why.
Y'all,
Look at those tires.
I know. I got them slicks, boy.
We see some tires almost like that at the dealership.
Yeah, we do, man. I don't think I've seen one that bad, though, boy. That's straight slick radios right there.
How do you, like, that doesn't make sense. Like, how can you drive around with tires like
that? Means you don't look at your tires at all. You ain't looking at your tires at all. You ain't paying no attention at all because for your tread to be worn down like that, you got to be doing some hell of a driving.
You got to just be burning out.
Yeah, every day, burning out every day.
Out.
I thought I used to go through tires a lot, but not like that.
I
He the same one on the icy roads trying to get to work too.
Yeah, yeah. You would not be able to drive at all.
Oh no, not today.
The weather, no.
Yeah, not today.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, you done, bro. You in a ditch. He's sanding down the tires though. He's sanding them down.
You got any closing remarks?
Tomorrow, hit us back tomorrow. We're going to be here tomorrow on Wednesday talking about some more life events and just a little chit-chat and kind of reviewing today. So, again, man, look yourself in the mirror, right? Review everything from both perspectives and make somebody smile today. You know, really, really make somebody smile today, because we all need to come together. We all need to come together for one accord, and that's to make this world a better place. Again, tune in to us on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, at our Gmail account. And again, you know, let us know what we need to do to please you. And, you know, we want to get some views in. Any business owners out there that wants to sit down and do a short interview with us, kind of sharing your life, sharing your business life, and just giving us some knowledge too to how to continue our podcast and continue to make it grow. So yeah, tune in tomorrow.
Listen, if on the business owner point, if you're a business owner that's 4 months in and struggling, we still want to talk to you.
Absolutely.
If you've been doing it for 30 years and you're a billionaire, we want to talk to you. We want to learn from everybody that we can. So we're not discriminating at all. We're not just trying to talk to the big wigs. Like, we want to talk to every single business owner we can to shine a spotlight on the pros and cons of being a business owner and the difficulties. I think we had a great first interview with Andre. It's edited. I just, so for you guys that don't know, it's probably, if you're watching this, it's probably been a few weeks since we've released anything, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not really going to matter, 2 years from now, because people are going to look back and not realize that we went 3 weeks without uploading a video. We've had, this will be the fourth one in a row that we've recorded, or fourth or fifth, and I've edited them completely, ready to upload. But for some reason, when I export it from OBS, there is an issue and it's not viewable as an MP4. So I'm trying to figure out what that issue is. They're edited. I just have to figure out how to export them. I didn't change anything, but it's my responsibility to figure that out. I'm going to figure it out. I was going to mention one last thing. If you have somebody in your life that's making an effort, that is, putting in effort and wants to be in your life and is genuine about trying to help you, don't take it for granted. And if you are the one putting in effort, don't stick around for too long for people who don't genuinely appreciate you. I mean, they don't have to be all over you and thanking you all the time for it. But if you can't tell that someone appreciates your help, then you don't need to be there. You don't need to be there for too long. Now, sometimes people aren't, like, if you have children, that's different, right? They're not going to understand all the time everything that you do. But if you're with another full-grown adult and you're sitting there putting in effort day after day after day, month after month, year after year, and you're underappreciated, and they don't put some effort back into, making you feel wanted, making you feel appreciated as a friend, coworker, business partner, mate, whatever it is, find somewhere that that you can go be appreciated. Life's too short to be unhappy. I'm learning about that very, very astutely. So that's why I want to be genuine, and I want to talk about these things, and I want to be happy. I'm on a journey of happiness and joy, and versus just working hard. Working hard, yeah, I can work hard, but I don't want to work myself into a funnel, into the ground, and then not like where I'm at. So I'm finding ways to make myself happy. Doing this makes me happy. Just being able to discuss the things that we talk about and talk to people that we talk to makes me happy. So find what makes you happy and then chase that.
Absolutely. I totally agree with Austin. So today, when you're out there helping someone and they're not accepting your help for whatever reason, don't allow that to get you down. Don't allow that to turn you away from being a successful helper to somebody. Continue to love your neighbor as you are and continue to go out there and help people. The people that are turning you away, those are the folks that just didn't need your help at that time. They took what you told them, and they'll use it eventually. So you did help them. Just continue to move forward in your assistance and helping others, accomplish what they need to accomplish and accomplish your goals at the same time.
Yeah. Get up, get out of bed, and get going.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna